We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League. Jesus Luzardo, a left-handed Floridian, will get the starting assignment. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, when you look into the numbers, they can be a little bit deceiving. Normally, most pitchers pitch better at home, but not this guy. He actually prefers and pitches better on the road. We'll see how he does and if he can adapt and start pitching better at home in this one.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And now the A's will have to deal with a threat to run from the get-go.
A nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, to see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at-bat. Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game hit streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting, and they'll make him fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
In the dirt here. So now 2 men in scoring position. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Drilled on the ground to short. Simeon's got it. Only play's going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game. Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And in to hit next, the speedy Billy McKinney. No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away. But that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2 and 2.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
The center fielder.
Into the box, Derek Fisher. And now the Blue Jays look to put some more across the plate in this opening frame. Popped him up. And Chapman gathers it in. The inning is over. A.J. Burnett gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
Fisher is in a ways as he'll make the catch for out number 1.
Batting second.
Now at the plate, Tony Kemp. It was a 2-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's game. In there, strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... Here's Randall Grichuk. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch on its way. This is line to left. Davis is there, and he has it for the out. So digging in next will be Travis Shaw. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. High in the air out to center field. Laureano is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. In now, Danny Jansen. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. Laureano is there, and how about that? A 3-pitch in. And that'll bring up Matt Olson. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now at the plate, Mckinney. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. Into the corner and slicing foul. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
And this ball's right past him at first base. Standing in, Chris Davis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 1-0. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Chris Davis. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Into the box now, Kevin Biggio, and he'll start out their half of the 3rd, top of the order to follow. This is line to left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Jays put their leadoff man on to start the inning.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be, you ain't hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Bullet back up the middle. Laureano has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman.
So 1 away in the Toronto 3rd, and that brings up the big bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And he just manages to get his hand in. First pitch of the at-bat. Line toward the gap in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Oh, and he botches it. The relay throw to 3rd now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. Into the box, Bo Bichette. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Comes set, and the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short, taken in by Simeon. And it's in time to get him, but they do play to run on the play.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Striding in once again, Billy McKinney. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And they'll start things out with a changeup here, but this is a bit too tight. It's ball 1. And he grooves the fastball there. This is hit high and deep out to straightaway center field. Gone!
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And Chapman gathers it in. The inning is over. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit to first. Shaw gloves it. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So striding forward now, Austin Allen. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. That evens it up 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Burnett has his target. Here's the first pitch. Ramon Laureano will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Called strike 0-2.
You know that nasty changeup's lurking right here. If I'm in the batter's box, I have to tell him.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A's are gone. New inning set to get underway, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Randall Grichuk. Hit hard up the middle. Simeon's there. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the first base.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that brings up the left-handed hitter Travis Shaw. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Now batting.
Next to bat for Toronto, Danny Jansen. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it with this guy's big power.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Tony Kemp.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
High in the air into shallow left center. McKinney's there for it. 1 down. So the base is empty here with 1 away. And up next, a Berkeley area native, Marcus Simeon. Fouled away. Simeon stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. Is currently the 3rd leading vote getter in all-star balloting at shortstop. He's had a good campaign so far, but the competition at that position is very strong.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
Here's another 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now a hard liner, but foul. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error on the Oakland line score. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. All ready to go in the top of the 5th, and set to go is the second baseman, Kevin Biggio. In the air down the line in left. After it is Davis, and it in fact lands in the corner, foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down. Digging in, Paul Molitor. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
There's a slogan that's throwing too many strikes. That might be the case for this guy in this outing right here. So far, not pitching all that well, but 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. Hard hit ball to second, right to him. Throw on to Olson will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And he told me he feels like they're being too patient at the plate right now. Too much of the time they're finding themselves in disadvantage counts like 0-2 and 1-2. And that's basically never a formula for success. He said they're getting a lot of strikes to swing at, so the emphasis the rest of the game has to be to jump on those strikes early in the at-bat.
Now batting.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Matt Chapman will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
It's no wonder this guy's pitch count is so low. If they keep swinging on the first pitch, he's got a real chance to go deep into this one.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Chris Davis is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So a strong start on. Coming to the plate now, Bo Bichette. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Laureano is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Billy McKinney will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, let's flash you back to the 3rd inning. This was just a solo shot, but it definitely helped get this offense going. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Chapman waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Derek Fisher.
So coming to the plate, Derek Fisher. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Outfielder Stephen Piscotti the next to hit. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And another foul ball. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Austin.
Pitch on the way. Austin Allen is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike. Here it comes. Lifted down the line in left. But no one gets to this one as it lands in the home bullpen. A foul ball. Grounded to second. He's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and Burnett's looking at a 1-2-3 inning here. And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mike Fiers will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Randall Grichuk. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Laureano is there, and he has it for the first out. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Sliced hard on the ground, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away.
Number 9.
Up next is Danny Jansen. He swings and grounds it to short. Simeon's got it. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Digging in now, Kevin Biggio. He singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. He's set, now the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And he falls behind 0-2. Shaw at second with 2 down. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Lifted in the air to center field. Laureano is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Ken Giles comes on to pitch from the bullpen now in an unexpected move. He's their closer, so it's a surprise to see him here in the 7th. First offering on its way. Tony Kemp is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. It's 1-1 to Tony Kemp. Giles, a right-hander standing 6'3", has been enjoying a great season, and the fans have noticed he's currently leading all American League closers in All-Star votes.
Yeah, this comes as no surprise. This guy is one of the best players in the game, a superstar, and that's what the All-Star game is about. The fans getting to see the best players put on display.
Marcus Semien is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Fisher is there, 2 gone.
Now back, first baseman.
He's set and the pitch. Matt Olson is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And right into the shift. Shaw fields it cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning ready to begin the 8th, and digging in is the veteran DH, Paul Molitor. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Popped him up. Olson in foul ground. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Now back, first baseman.
Digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
That'll bring up Billy McKinney. His previous history with Mike Fiers, he's gone 2 for 5. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch is high. The throw, not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
And a pitch down that's swung on and sent to second base. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now back, the center.
Derek Fisher the next to bat. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And the run is in to score from third. To second now, but he's safe as a run will score on the play as well. Lou Trevino Enters now in a mop-up role as she'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Randall Grichuk at the plate now. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
Just don't understand the game plan right here. Walking up to home plate, you had to think you could potentially be pitched around. But now you find yourself down 0-2, and it's a battle.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Fly ball out toward left center field. Laureano will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and striding into bat next, it'll be Mark Canha. First pitch of the at-bat. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. McKinney comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Now batting.
Now to the plate, Matt Chapman. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error on the Oakland line score. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
He throws him on the breaking ball that time. Matt Chapman becomes out number 2 this inning. Chris Davis stands in as he looks at a called strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1-2-3 go the A's. They still. Liam Hendrix enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Comes set with the 0-1. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour, but it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
A swing and a ground ball to third. Chapman brings it in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Danny Jansen. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter.
Stepping up to the plate, Kevin Biggio. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the. So that'll bring up Stephen Piscotti. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
0-2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Austin Allen goes down, and they've got only 1 out left to work with. 2 out, nobody on. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say